Hello, welcome. In this lecture, we'll understand the different kinds of syllogisms in Western logic. Now, before we discuss the different kinds of syllogisms, I can tell you in short that we'll be talking about categorical propositions, we'll be talking about hypothetical propositions. So, all of these will be covered. But before that, the kinds of syllogisms will only be clear to you when you first understand what exactly is a syllogism. So all the necessary bit about what is a syllogism, what are the different kinds of syllogisms, all of these things will be answered all of these things will be discussed in this lecture in a detailed manner. So you'll find all the answers here. Let's get started. The first question that we have before us is, what exactly is a syllogism? So you see, I can simply define a syllogism in a layman's language that it is a form of arguing. It is a form of arguing in which there are definitely two statements. In which there are definitely two statements, or I can also say in which definitely two statements are used. They're used for what? They're used to prove that the third statement that the third statement is true. Is this clear? So it is a form of arguing in which the two statements are used to prove that the third statement is true. If this is seeming difficult, let's first discuss the example so that then you can simply understand what are we saying here. So I'm saying all humans are mortal. Okay, I'm saying all humans are mortal. Then I'm saying I am a human. So from these two, I'm concluding that therefore I am what? I am mortal. So what is happening here? This is a form of an argument, right? This thing here that we have written is exactly what? This is a syllogism. It is a form of arguing where we're definitely using two statements to prove that the third statement is true. That is, the first statement is all humans are mortals, right? The second, one minute, all humans are mortal. I am human, right? So this is the first statement. This is the second statement. And using these two, we're talking about or proving that the third statement is actually true. And what is the third one? Third one is actually the conclusion. So we're using therefore here. Is this clear? Now this, what we understand, is called the major premise. This is called the minor premise. And this is called the conclusion. So this exactly is what a syllogism is all about. And after discussing what exactly is a syllogism, let's get next to what we have to study about the different kinds of syllogisms. Okay, so I hope the basic definition of it is clear. Remember this definition from the exam's purpose, and let's now refer to the kinds of syllogisms. So you see, in logic, there are three major kinds of syllogisms. The first is a categorical syllogism. The second is a disjunctive syllogism. The third is a hypothetical syllogism. Now, this hypothetical syllogism is interesting for a reason that it is further of two kinds. That is, it is pure hypothetical syllogism and it is mixed hypothetical syllogism. Why are these of two kinds? What exactly is all of them? Let's start with the first, that is the categorical syllogism. So the first one that we have for us to discuss is the categorical syllogism. Now let's understand it in a layman's language. Okay, I'm saying a categorical syllogism is the one which contains only the categorical propositions. What are the categorical propositions? These are the four important ones that we have already discussed. That is A, E, I, and O. All of those, right? So categorical propositions are nothing but the standard form of propositions which do what? What is the purpose of this? The purpose of these is that they simply affirm or deny the inclusion or the exclusion of the categories. Is this clear? So, a categorical syllogism is one which contains only the categorical propositions. So, first thing that you have to remember is that what we are dealing with are simply the categorical propositions here, right? They are the standard form of propositions which simply affirm. So this is the purpose. I'm saying again, this is the purpose. The purpose is that they either will affirm or they will deny the inclusion or the exclusion of the categories, right? Now, what what is the structure of a categorical syllogism? So let's understand the structure. The structure of a categorical syllogism is, the first is going to be a major premise, the second is going to be a minor premise, and the third is going to be what? The third is going to be the conclusion, right? It is going to be the conclusion. So these three propositions, that is this one and this one, these three propositions are going to deal with the exact three terms. And what are those three terms? The three terms that will be used in here, and in here will be the three terms. That is the major term, the middle term, and the minor term. Is this clear? So